Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Daily Blues here on 100% Chelsea, all the latest transfer rumours to do with Chelsea Football Club. And today I can officially tell all of you, or not quite officially, but it's about to become official, Baba Rahman is going to join Chelsea Football Club for a fee of £18 million. Yes, £18 million, or apparently I've read 17.7, but it rounds up to 18 million pounds, around the 25 million euro mark. Baba Rahman becomes a Chelsea signing, and a left back that we have wanted, a left back that we need, and I'm happy. I am honestly happy. The news came out earlier today, a couple of hours ago, that Chelsea and Augsburg have reached a deal. That is the news that came out. The news was a deal has been met and a fee has been agreed. Now it's only subject to the player putting pen to paper. That is all that is left. Just for him to put pen to paper and say that he is become a Chelsea player. As I said, I'm happy. We've needed a left back. He's been the most available option. He's been the best out of all the available left backs anyway. And, for his age, quite young. Ghana, international already. African. Has good qualities, likes to bomb forward. I feel that is a really good signing if it does end up happening, which I think it should. And if it doesn't happen, I'll be really, really surprised. The deal apparently has been agreed. Everything has been done. It's just the player needs to sign the contract. Sign, put pen to paper, and he is a Chelsea man. Baba Rahman for 18 million. Now, as I've said, he's going to become a backup. This isn't going to be a player that's going to be playing every single week. This is a player that's going to come in when we need a backup for Azpilicueta. And, that is going to be quite often during the season. Remember, this isn't just going to be about the league this year. This is going to be about multiple trophies. We're going to try and win as much as we can. And if we want to go on all fronts, we have to make sure that we can do it in the other trophies as well, so in the other competitions. So we need backup, and backup such as Baba Rahman is someone I can rely on. The Felipe Luis thing didn't really happen. He clearly was interested in going back home, wasn't fully settled, even though he was quality and he did well, but it turns out he wasn't really up to it. Baba Rahman, I feel, is going to offer a different perspective. He's someone that's going to be happy being under, like an apprentice to Azpilicueta. He's going to be someone who's happy just to play a few games during the season and try and develop into a better player. And for 18 million, which is slightly more than what we sold Felipe Luis more. So we've had to invest. We've had to invest a good 2 million here because we let go of Felipe Luis for 16 million, I believe. So an 18 million pound fee. Basically, we've bought him for 2 million. Basically, that's just rounding everything up. We've bought him for around 2 million. So you can't complain to get someone of that quality as a backup for the fee of around 2 million. In terms of profit and loss, I can't complain. So yeah, that's a really good buy. Let me know in the comments. Do you think it's a good decision? Do you agree with Baba Rahman becoming a Chelsea player? And, just give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts, and I will take a look. The other piece of news going around is obviously John Stones. Now, John Stones, as I said yesterday, we are going to put a 30 million pound bid. I can tell you that Everton's view at the moment is still that they might actually reject the deal. They're considering saying no. Now, I can't believe it. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot believe that they might actually consider saying, you know what, we're not interested. We just, keep your money. We're not letting him go. And I don't know about you, but, I don't want to go beyond 30 million. As I said before, I do not want to go beyond 30 million. So, leave me your thoughts on that as well. Do you think that it'll work out? Would you sacrifice 30 to 34 million for Stones? Apparently, wait and see what happens, but he's a quality defender, and he might be our marquee signing. Apart from those two, doesn't look like we're getting anyone else. Does not look like we're getting anyone else. We're going to stick with the team we have, focus on the backup we have, such as Victor Moses, who's playing really well. And yeah, Now it's time to focus on Sunday, time to focus on Arsenal, time to focus on the new season, and let's get this party started. Now let's get to your comments. Right, Ben Beckett says Costa and Cahill are fit to play against Arsenal. I already know Cahill will play, but will we risk Costa? Yes, I reported this earlier on Twitter, on our Twitter page. Look in the banner at 100 PCT Chelsea. Costa and Cahill are both fit. Now, I didn't expect it. I really did not expect this. Mourinho confirmed it earlier on in a press conference. Both of them can play. I expect Costa to start. If I'm answering Ben's question here, I expect Costa to start. Because if he's fit, he's fit. There's a difference between being 90% fit and 100% fit. If you're 90% fit, you're not completely fit. You're not match fit. He's match fit. He's going to play. So yeah, I think Costa will be the one to start. Abdul Hafiz says Mourinho needs to start with Remy on Sunday. We could, just to avoid the risk possibly for the new season. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. But yeah. Vincent says Robbie said we won nothing for 5 years before we won the league last year. And about then you said Costa and Cahill ruled out for Sunday. How facts can two people get wrong in one video? Well, no, I can, to defend Robbie here, and this is why I didn't really respond to it in the video. I knew what he meant. And we all knew because we used to say it before we'd won the league. We said we hadn't won the league for 5 years. 5 years has been the span we haven't won the Premier League, and that is what he meant. He didn't mean we didn't win anything for 5 years. I'm sure he's known we've won the Champions League. We've won the FA Cup. We've won other trophies in that time. That's facts. We've won other trophies, and he knows that. He's not stupid. So when he says 5 years, it was a mistake. He meant we hadn't won the league in 5 years, which is true. And now we have. And we're champions. And Costa and Cahill wasn't confirmed when I did the video with Robbie. So I hope you understand that. It only came out today when Mourinho come out and said Costa and Cahill will play. They're fit. It only came out today. So I hope you understand. Ben says, haven't seen much on Baba. What are your thoughts on him, Eunice? Well, as I said, he's a quality left back. Young, pacey, loves to bomb forward. Plays for Ghana, so he's at international level already. And I'm sure he'll settle in. You know how we've been with African players. All of them. I don't remember one African player who's failed at Chelsea. Drogba, Essien, Mikel. You can say what you want about Mikel. He has not failed. There's been other players, and others are coming through. Traore, Baba Rahman. Hopefully, we've got another generation of African youth coming through. Andrea says, definitely think it's a risk to play Costa on the weekend. That seems a setup to re-injure and miss the first month of the season. Let Remy and Falcao do their thing. It's a good point because, believe me, I think if there's a platform for Falcao to prove himself, it's at Wembley on Sunday against Arsenal. There's no better way to show that you still have it before the season than against Arsenal at Wembley. If he was to come on and bang in 2 or 3 goals, everyone in the world would change their mind about him. Everyone. So yeah, Falcao can prove himself, but will Mourinho allow it? Don't know. Ayo says, when can Kennedy get his work permit? At the moment, he hasn't got it. Mourinho said Chelsea will work as hard as they can to get him a work permit, and I hope he does get one, just like Traore did, but it might take long. It might take a matter of months, which means he won't be available this season. Unless if the Home Office just decide to go, yeah, you know what, give it, he can start the season, which I'll be shocked because they never do that. So I'm expecting him to go out on loan. But he will get his work permit eventually. Unless, if we get it trending, find Kennedy an English wife. Hashtag find Kennedy an English wife. Because if you do, this problem is sorted tomorrow. Abdul Hafiz says, Rahman's agent has told Sky Sports that nothing has been agreed. Well, we'll wait and see. But if news starts to come out like this, it does tend to happen eventually. So I'm sure he will become a Chelsea player. Ben Beckett says Jose has confirmed that Chelsea will not come with another offer for Stones. Do we really need him? I think Zuma and Callas will be just as good. I didn't know that. If it's true, I have not heard. So that's the first I'm hearing. And if that's true, then I'm sure we'll find a way. But I would love Stones. I just would, But it's true. Not over 30 million. 30 million is my last bet. Any more, Everton can keep him. And I'm sure he'll regret the decision. or they'll regret it. Right. Io also says Chelsea should just bid 50 million for Stones. That's a bargain, right? You've got to be serious. No. Ben also says 50 million. Do we look like Man City? Exactly. We're not Man City. Max says, Eunice, we may as well just pay 34 million for Stones. 4 million is hardly anything in football nowadays. But when you're adding that to 30, it's a lot. Tell me the difference between 35 and 40 million. Tell me the difference between 50 million and 55 million, or 95 and 100. It's a lot, So yeah. Plus, he's English. That's the whole point. That's why I'm saying his fee's gone so high. It's because he's English. Io says, Eunice, thanks for getting my name right, bro. Anytime, believe me. If I know a thing or two, it's about getting names right, because there have been so many that have got my name wrong. So I tend to be careful when I pronounce people's names. So yeah. Matthew says, to me, Arsenal isn't our biggest threat. To me, Man City, our better team for sure. Always match up good against us. Arsenal is not on our level yet till they sign more. 3-0 on Sunday for Chelsea. That's a big shout. That's a big shout. And I'll tell you why I think that's a big shout. Because City haven't improved. City have spent 49 million on a future failure, as far as I'm concerned. Sterling is a good player, but he's way, way too overrated. And I'm sure he's got too big for his shoes. For him now, he is getting paid 200 grand a week. He's like, yeah, I'm the star. I'm the best player on the City team. I'm untouchable. And that's not the way to think. And that's why he'll fail, because there have been many before him, and there will be many after him. Look at examples such as Scott Sinclair. Others. Who was that ginger kid who played for Chelsea? Oh man, I forgot his name. But I'm sure you know who I'm on about, and his name will come to me. But there have been many young English players who have loads of potential, and we've just seen and gone, yeah, he's ready. He's going to be the next best thing. 2 years down the line, he's playing for Stoke. No disrespect to Stoke. He's playing for a mid-table Premier League team, and he's not the star that everyone thought he'd become. That is the problem, and I think Sterling will be one of those. I think he will. He has the talent, but he had the chance to develop more at Liverpool, become really, really, really good to the point where that's it. Even Liverpool have to say, you know what, we have to respect your opinion. He gets the respect of everyone in the world, and then he moves to Real Madrid or Barcelona. He could have, but no, he took the quick fix. He went to City. City came calling. He's 49 million. Come. He was like, yeah, money, 200 grand a week. Let's do it. And that's why. Now he's going to fail. Because he's getting 200 grand a week and he doesn't have to earn it anymore. At Liverpool, he was trying to fight for his position. At City, he doesn't, because he's getting paid that much money. He wasn't getting that much at Liverpool. So that's why I think he's going to go down. And that's why I think City will not be a threat, because we've read City, we know City, we can deal with City, and they haven't beaten us. 2 years in a row in the Premier League, we've done them twice in 1 year, and we've done them once in 1 year and got a draw at the Etihad. We're pretty much unbeaten against them in the league. So we know them inside out. Arsenal, though, remember Arsenal from January onwards, they were the champions. Yes, we were the champions for the whole year, but from January up until May, they were the best team in the Premier League. Yes, we were the most effective. We were the most, we got the results. Mourinho went, yeah, we're going to win 1-0 today. We won 1-0. We're going to go for a 0-0. We got a 0-0. We're going to, we're losing 1-0. All right, we're going to get a 1-1. We got the 1-1. It's just the Mourinho way, and that's why we became champions, because we did all of our business in the early part of the season. Arsenal, though, what tends to happen with Arsenal is they play really well and then they dip and they collapse, and that's it. They hit Christmas and it's finished. Last year was the other way around, and this is where we have to start paying attention, because they started off a bit slow, but they got better. And in January, they got better, and then they became literally the best team statistically from January up until May. They were better than us, and then they won the FA Cup. So their confidence is high. Their team is gelled. They're ready. They're feeling they're ready. They've got Peter Cech now. They're feeling it. It's the first time, I think, in years that Arsenal are feeling it. They're like, yes, we can do this now. There's proof. Proof is here that we are ready, and that is why we have to be careful. I'm not taking Arsenal lightly, and Sunday will show exactly where Arsenal are and where Chelsea are, and I believe we'll still beat them. We'll still get ahead of them, but Arsenal are one to look out for over 38 games now. I think they're a bigger threat than City. Um, Andres says, read some new Jose comments where he says that he was worried about what state he would find John Terry in after Rafa's spell in charge. I'm telling you, the Mourinho Rafa war will not stop. That's just fact. McConnor 8 says, personally, I don't think Sterling will fail. He will definitely get first team football, unlike Sinclair, and will get more time on the ball when defenders are focusing on Silva and Aguero. Yes, that's true. He will. He'll play a lot more than, let's say, Sinclair did. But what I'm saying, I don't think Pellegrini is a manager who can turn Sterling from good to amazing. Sterling will just remain good, and he'll remain good until when the buzz wears down. And the buzz will wear down, everyone will go, oh, you know what? He's average after all. That's my point. I'm not saying he's rubbish. Sterling is not rubbish. If anyone says Sterling is rubbish, you don't know football. He's not rubbish. But what I'm saying is I think he's average. He'll stay average. He'll stay good. But he won't become incredible where he could have been incredible if he'd stayed at Liverpool and tried to develop further. That's why I think the mistake was made. Madrista World says he will win trophies there. At City, not while we're about. GB300 says Chelsea will win 3-0 versus Arsenal. Costa's run looks amazing at the moment. He will score more than one against Arsenal. Hopefully. I have to say hopefully. Solomon says people call us boring, but we scored the second highest goal in the league last season. I've said that from day one. We're not boring. It's just people hate to see us win. It's simple. Madrid-Star World says Giroud can't win them the league. That's true. Arsenal will still need a striker. And unless if they stick Sanchez up front, which they won't because he's playing on the sides, then yeah, they're missing. So, yeah, we'll wait and see. Ben Beckett says, I hear the same thing from Arsenal every season. Mark my words, Eunice, come May at the end of the season, it will be the same old story. They are far off still, in my opinion. As I've said before, they kept saying, we're going to win. But the difference was they start off good, and that's where they come out and say, yeah, we're ready. And then at Christmas, they dip. Last year was the first time since the Invincibles where it was the other way around. It was they started off slow, and then they got better. And then January, they got better. And then by May, they got better, and then they won the FA Cup again. They retained it. That's rare from Arsenal. That's very rare. And now they've got Peter Cech. The confidence is high. They've had a decent pre-season. They've stuck with the same team. They haven't sold anyone. They haven't got rid of any of their players. It's a first. It's a first. And that's why I'm not saying they're going to win the league. I'm saying be careful. Just be careful. And I know Mourinho's not stupid. We will be careful. Madrista World says Rafa versus Mourinho Champions League final. I would love to. But we have to get to the Champions League final first, and so does Rafa, which I doubt will happen because it's Rafa. But then again, he does well in Europe, so let's wait and see. Vincent says it's a mystery why there's no speculation about Royce leaving Dortmund. True, I've read that. Apparently, Arsenal are linked with him. Let's wait and see what happens. Tamim says Arsenal will be a big threat, but without Sanchez, I think we'll win 1-0. Without Sanchez, now Costa and Cahill are fit. I said 2-1 on the preview. I'm going 2-0. Now I don't think Arsenal will score. So, awesome. Alex Bootle says, Czech versus Courtois. Which is better now? Now? Oh. Now, that's tough. I have to say, if you asked me before the preseason, I would have said Czech. But this preseason has shown me Courtois has hit another level. He's shown it against PSG. He has shown it against Barcelona. He's flying in penalties. He's saving penalties. He's on form. He's untouchable. I'd say they're evenly matched. I'd just say they're evenly matched, and Courtois will get better. Simple. Solomon says we want to trash Arsenal 6-0 like we did before. Of course we do. Andrea says Arsenal is perpetually on the cusp, same as their players. How many years now have we been hearing Walcott, Ramsey, Wilshere are about to have breakout seasons? Well, they're getting better and better now, aren't they, to be honest? So, as I said, let's just be careful. Matthew says, don't worry. We will take away their confidence come Sunday. I can hear the excuses from now from the Arsenal fans. This is where, you see, that's a good point, because Sunday, as I've said, will be the decisive maker. It will be the decision maker. Sunday will prove where Arsenal are, and it will prove where Chelsea are. And we can shatter their confidence in one game and show that we're still the better team. We're still the number one team here around the block. That will come Sunday. So it's a great opportunity for us to just shatter Arsenal's confidence a bit. Yes. So, it's a good point. That's a good point. Sunday, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Ben Beckett says, if you look at the trophies Rafa has won, it's pretty impressive. But you know what? I really don't like the guy. It's impressive, but what has he done? Yeah, he won the Champions League with Liverpool. Great. He came and won the Europa League with Chelsea. Great. He won a few, I think a couple of cups with Inter Milan. Great. But when was the last time he won a league? When was the last time he won a domestic cup? When was the last time he retained? When was the last time he went 2-3 trophies every single season? Hasn't happened. And Mourinho's right in him saying he went to Inter and, he destroyed the team in 6 months. It's true. He did. Inter Milan, where are Inter Milan now? That's courtesy of Rafa Benitez. You can thank Rafa for that. So we'll see. I'm telling you, Real Madrid, he won't last. RMS for life. Arsenal fan, hello mate, says, still think Chelsea will win the league easily. And he's an Arsenal fan. I don't think it'll be easy. Respect to you. I don't think it'll be easy, though. It'll be a lot harder than it was last year, believe me, because other teams have strengthened. We haven't, but we've kept the consistency. We're sticking with the same team because they're gelled. It'll be harder. It'll be harder. Because last year it was Chelsea and City. This year it's Chelsea, Arsenal, United and City. It's harder. But yeah, I'm confident we'll retain. I think we'll retain. Last time Arsenal scored was against us was in 2013. I hope that stat remains. Good point. Alvin says, I think our biggest threat to ourselves. No, I think the biggest threat is ourselves. If we can play up to our standard with a little luck from our side, we can beat any team in the Premier League. Just one game at a time and we'll be fine. Good point. Someone wrote something in Russian. I can't understand that. Ask Abramovich. I might have to bring Roman on to Daily Blues. Alex Bootle says your starting lineup. Whew, tough one. Before I get to my starting lineup, I'll end with that. Last few comments. Are you on drugs, dude? Says, finally I showed this show live. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Tamim says, by the way, I'm an Arsenal fan. I accidentally said we, but my prediction is still what I think. Awesome. Ben says, the reason why Jose likes the Premier League is because more than 2 teams can win. It's true. And Madassa says, do you think Czech will play a big part on Sunday? He could be his own weakness because he's playing against Chelsea. And emotionally, that sticks to him a bit. And I think he's the professional. He'll come out Sunday for 90 minutes with only a win in mind for Arsenal. He won't be a Chelsea man. He'll be an Arsenal man. So he's an enemy for 90 minutes. And he knows that. So yes. But I think he'll have more of a positive impact. I think he'll save quite a bit more than what Szczesny would have done or what Spina would have done. I think Czech will pull off better saves. And we'll find it harder. But the weakness is that as much as he knows us, we know Peter Cech. And Jose Mourinho, a coach, knows Peter Cech. Jose can easily change the style like that, but Cech can't change his style. Jose knows everything about Cech. And I'm sure he knows a few weaknesses just as much as the strikers and our players know his weaknesses, if he does have any. But I think we have the better advantage. So, yeah, he will do well for Arsenal, but against Chelsea, for us, it's just another goalkeeper in goal in a Guna stop. And we're looking to win. Simple as that. Starting 11 would be Courtois, Aspie, Ivanovic, John Terry, Cahill, if he can play, if not Zuma. Matic, Fabregas, defensive mid. Hazard, William, Oscar. If Costa's ready, Costa. Afterwards, bring on Falcao. If not, then Remy. Afterwards, bring on Falcao. Simple. So that's my starting 11. Leave me your starting 11. Let me know what you think of Baba Rahman. Let me know what you think of Stones. Let me know what you think of Sunday. Just to let you guys know as well, there is more content coming up in the build-up to the game on Sunday. And it's not just between myself and Robbie or anything. We have Tony and Claude from Arsenal Fan TV, and they go head-to-head. Now, both videos will be, well, there's content for both channels. Content on 100% Chelsea, that will be put out. And there's content on Arsenal Fan TV. So be sure to check it out over there. Then defend our Chelsea lot over on the Gooners channel. Wink, wink. Just as much as the Gooners are going to come on here and defend themselves. So, you know, let's give them a run for their money, that we're active on social media just as much as they are, even though, to be fair, they're the champions of social media. But those videos are going live in 20 minutes, 9 p.m. So be sure to check those content out. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button to 100% Chelsea. Check out all the videos, as I said, at 9 o'clock. Be sure to follow our social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links are in the description. And thank you all for watching another episode of Daily Blues. See you all tomorrow. Have a good evening and take care, guys.